Hi, LeeAnne. It's so good to be with you today. Now, LeeAnne, you have been a long time international educator. You've lived in, different continents. And I just wonder, what are your observations about global citizenship education?
Oh, Kat, thank you so much for asking that question. I think that at its heart, global citizenship education is really designed to equip people to be more active participants in civic life and civic dialogue, and to take action and to be really informed about local and global issues. So it's such a great philosophy. It's sometimes not as easy to put into practice, though, as we might like it to be. It's very complex actually to do it well.
Yes. And I think part of the issue is got to do with the criticality aspect, right?
Yes, absolutely. Without that piece, it can be a little more surface than one might want it to be. And we want to get kids into that deep, like root cause area so they understand things more deeply. Kat, speaking of that criticality piece, I know that you are planning your CEL TLC. And can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, actually, that's my observation too, that a lot of global citizenship education is mitigating downstream effects rather than questioning the roots, that are creating these problems. So the metaphor I like to use is like an overflowing bathtub. So it is great when you have an overflowing bathtub that you should probably be mopping up the floor and all that. But at the root of it, the first step that you should do probably is to turn off the faucet. So this is what the CEL, Critical Economic Literacy Teacher Learning Community, is all about. It's actually an 8-week long learning community where we come together to learn about the essential theories of economics that's driving our world today. So things like how is the GDP, which is so ubiquitous, a data point that many countries, or we all use, right? But how is it even derived, and what are some of the problematic aspects of it, the assumptions that are very unrealistic? So as teachers understand more about how the economics drive our world, hopefully they would then be able to embed some of this thinking and understanding into their own units, which is one of the outputs the evidence of learning that we would achieve.
That sounds fascinating. And it also sounds like it might be a little bit intense and a lot of work. How would you describe this experience for the participants?
It is true. It is quite a bit of work. Firstly, it's about 4 to 5 hours of work a week, which involves within that 4 to 5 hours, it involves a 75-minute weekly face-to-face session. But then because we are using andragogical learning methods, so teachers will actually pre-learn the topics. We'll come and we will discuss and explore and deepen the learning, and then there will be kind of a post view to it. And also, we are going to do a capstone project together where we will throw a hunger banquet for all the senior school staff, which I think is a great way to bring again this whole exploration we have to the entire teaching community in our school.
Awesome. Oh my gosh, it sounds really vibrant and just such a fascinating way to approach this type of learning. And it sounds like actually the participants might be engaged in creating new types of knowledge as well. Is that going to be the case?
Yes. Yeah, actually, this is part of my doctoral research project. And as far as I know, nobody has ever done this. So we are innovating and creating new knowledge. We're trying to this experiment, whether this will really be helpful in raising even our own understanding of our world, and then how we translate that in teaching critical thinking for our students.
Mm. Oh my gosh, so important. The critical thinking piece is just so key, right? For so many solutions for the future. Okay, so Kat, I love everything you're saying. So where do I sign up for this?
Well, okay, it is going to be a small intimate group, so there's not many spaces. But yeah, teachers can sign up there's a QR code, and they can scan it on the infograph, and then they can sign up. Hopefully, we develop something that will be not just for ourselves, but it can be, more widespread and used. And hopefully this gives teachers, and in GCE, another tool set, right, of how to promote global citizenship.
I love it. I can't wait to hear the stories out of this CEL TLC. Kat, this is fantastic.
Yeah. And yeah, maybe you could chime in a little bit about how you might want to be involved in this.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've so enjoyed our conversations as you've been planning this and thinking this through, especially in relation to digital storytelling, because digital storytelling is near and dear to my heart. And we had the opportunity to do that digital storytelling, becoming a digital storyteller course together last year, and really resonated, on so many different levels with what we were both doing with digital storytelling. So there will be a couple of opportunities for teachers to use digital storytelling techniques and strategies in your course. And so I'm super excited to support people through that. So if there's different questions that people may have about digital storytelling or they want to know more, then yeah, I'll be around to kind of be the guide on the side. And just give me a shout when when things get rolling. And I can't wait to hear how many people sign
And
up.
of course, I'll show you the video too. Uh, okay, you have a good evening.
All right, see you, Kat. Bye bye.